Welcome here inside of the Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware. It is a proxy live stream on the bit of a bootleg stream of the Prez Sports Network here, kind of here on the, I guess you can call us the NTR Sports Network here on the Nick the Rabbit YouTube channel. For those who normally watch my regular content, we're sorry that you're getting inundated with live stream notifications for something that you don't really give a damn about. Today's race is going to be the Delaware 150. The Battle for the Crab is what's going to be happening here at the Monster Mile here in Dover. The final Truck Series race of the year of 2025. Let's go out with a bang here from the Monster Mile here in Dover, Delaware. The state of three counties here, once again, for the Battle of the Crab. And if we pan over to Victory Lane, this is what the drivers will be fighting for. Look at him. Isn't he just the cutest thing you ever seen? He's going to end up being someone's dinner later. But for now, he's enjoying the moment here off the Atlantic coast near, I believe, Chesapeake Bay, as the drivers get ready to go for the first race of Maverik Overdrive. Let's take a look at your Hankook driver spotlight before we get into today's race. Starting off with Shoot Miss Kill, who's temporarily driving the number 27 Toyota Hilux FCEV. He is going to be starting on pole today, and if we look at the standings real quick, this is going to end up being his... this is going to be his third pole on the season. Which will also put him automatically into fourth place. He started coming into this in fifth place because of the points buffer with that pole. That gives him the 5 bonus points, and he will pass Sweet Star in the standings for fourth. So, haven't even started the race yet. We already got to move up in position. But anyway, fastest on track. He's been practicing consistently all week. He was the fastest in practice and the fastest in qualifying. Expect that number 27 to try and chase down his first win in the Maverik E-Truck Series. Starting on second is going to be Kane V. Me, the driver who did win the truck race in Bristol a couple of weeks ago. He is going to be looking to get himself warmed up properly for the Cup race later today for the Cup regular season finale. Of course, starting on second, he was a little bit slower at the start of practice, but eventually gradually gained speed, and as you can see, starting on second for today's race. And the driver that we're going to be focusing on next is going to be Sweet Star. Won the regular season finale in Las Vegas recently, and she'll be looking to continue that strength coming into this race. She's starting dead last, but you can expect her to probably learn the setup as the race goes on, and if she can get a good run late in the race, that's going to be a very dangerous proposition for the rest of the field. That number 76 Toyota Hilux is our final one in the Hankook driver spotlight. We only have 7 drivers ready to go here in this one. It's a bit of a smaller field than what we're accustomed to, but it should still provide plenty of action. It's going to be the first race of Overdrive, our version of the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup, and it all starts here on the Atlantic coast in Dover, Delaware, the state capital, right across the street from Delaware State University. With that being said, for the first time this postseason, drivers, are you ready? And the chat bubbles are going up. Everybody seems to be ready, as we're still in dev cam here, so I can't see the chat like on the side of the screen, obviously. But with that being said, the drivers are all ready to go. 4 out of the 6 drivers eligible for the championship are in this race. Those drivers will be labeled clearly on our ticker graphic later on, and then of course we're going to list those off for you right now. Michelina Baranina, Comunismo XD, Sweet Star 747, and Shoot Miss Kill are all eligible for the Maverik E-Truck Series Championship. Michelina is currently leading the standings by 17. She got 5 wins and 2 poles, which gave her a very big buffer. It's 5 points for wins and 1 point for poles as a buffer to at least reward regular season performance. And she's going to use that to her advantage here today. Today's race will be 60 laps around the Dover Motor Speedway, the artist formerly known as Dover Downs Speedway. And it should be a good one. Like I said, we're going to mark everybody that is in the playoffs here. Just give me 1 sec. I think that's all of them. Anyway. All right, let's do this. Just making sure everybody's ready to go. Oh, Delaware 150. There we go. Awesome. Delaware 150 here on the Nick the Rabbit YouTube channel. Brought to you by Bedro's Butt Wipes. Okay. All right, let's do this. Countdown is going to begin here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag in the air here at Dover Motor Speedway as they barrel off into turn number 1. 3 wide for the lead down to the bottom of the racetrack. By the way, track limits is going to be that black asphalt or the grass. So do keep that in mind. Black asphalt, or if there's none there, the grass. Well, actually, there is grass everywhere, or there is black asphalt all over. So I guess black asphalt is not allowed. Wow, they actually survive, and these are some difficult setups too. That's what we had a little bit of concern with during the practice session, but everyone seems to be doing good. So 4 wide for the lead. And like we said, we're going to label some of the guys that we have in the playoffs right here, as you can see on the left side of your screen. 4 out of 6. They're all labeled. They have a yellow underline on your screen here. 3 wide, and I got a little bit of lag. Try to stay off the wall. And as they come to the line, I believe Yanov was the one who led at the line there, but the thing was freaking out a little bit. We had to switch servers before this race started. And it's going to be just 4 people under a blanket here to start us off. Yanov, who's looking for his 2nd win in the Truck Series, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to be, what better way to do that than in the opening round of Overdrive. And look at this, Michelina, who's racing with an illness. She's up into 2nd place, reported a lot of nausea during the practice and qualifying sessions. She is currently contending for the lead. And Yanov on the outside edge, he's going to be up there, and a big push coming from the 27 of I almost said Kane, but the 27 of Shoot, Miss, Kill, who's looking for his first truck win. He already has a multitude of poles here. He got his 3rd one just earlier. And look at this, Kane on the outside. He has a win in the Truck Series. He's not a points contender. He's just kind of doing like a little bushwhacking thing, using this as a warm-up for the Cup race this afternoon. As Yanov gets pushed up into the track, I'm going to probably give a verbal there to the 27 of Shoot, Miss, Kill. That was definitely avoidable contact. Ooh, and Michelina avoids the Dale Earnhardt situation. And that's going to give Marcel a big chance to contend for the lead here. Or not the lead, but 3rd place. Marcel gaining a ton of spots out of that contact. Kane currently in the leader. The highest placed Overdrive driver is currently Shoot, Miss, Kill in that number 2 truck. We do not have a permanent truck, or sorry, not number 27. Number 2 is actually Kane, or not Kane, but or it was him earlier. Or no, it wasn't. Kane's been driving that 80 truck for, okay, whatever. I don't know. There was someone driving the 2 in practice. I don't know, and I don't really care. It's kind of irrelevant to the situation here, but look at this. As Kane is going to continue to hold on to the lead, or he did there at the line, but Shoot, Miss, Kill. There he's going to try the switchback. Don't have the benefit of an additional official this time. But 3 wide in the back. We got a big crash. Hard into the wall goes Comunismo. And it's going to be still green, as they didn't die. Well, they died, but they didn't, like, nobody died, or nobody flipped, or nobody was able to not keep it going. So, still green. Not a single yellow just yet. But, with that being said, the green flag, the green flag races usually result in green flag pit stops. We might see some stops coming up here later on in just a couple, I'd probably say the next 15 laps. Is that a good estimate? They might not even make it, as we got 3 wide there in the back, also keeping a tab on the battle for the lead between Kane and Shoot, Miss, Kill. Neither of these drivers in a permanent car. So we might be able to see shoot, miss, kill in the cup race later this afternoon on a non-points schedule. Shoot, miss, kill currently leading the overdrive field. Like we said, he had a ton of practice all week. We released the racetrack on Monday. He's been practicing quite a bit. He also was the fastest in practice. Of course, Alex Prime saying hi in the chat as well. That's a kind of an advantage we have broadcasting on my personal channel instead of the PSN channel. At least I get to actually like monitor chat. But we're going to be coming to 50 laps to go when they come up to the start-finish line. As we're looking at Michelina Baranina, who's currently trying to fend off. Yeah, we got one into the wall. It's Kane. Something's wrong. I think Kane disconnected. Caution is out here in Dover. Something went terribly wrong. We got a LePage situation. And that's okay, because now we got a Dale Earnhardt on the back straightaway as Yanov and Michelina get into it. Kane is a beached whale down on the backstretch. Yeah, I know he disconnected. Pit road is open, by the way. Okay, so Kane is back. That's definitely good. I'm gonna teleport him to his truck. So pit road is open. Hold on. So, for some of these drivers, it's kind of fortuitous that the caution came out because they're about halfway on their fuel window here. So if everybody's ready to pit, then we can pit. Kane, you can pit too if you'd like. I'm going to have you at the back of the line here, though. And don't push each other into pit road, for God's sake. Don't break each other's speed. Yeah, people said that battery ran out too slow last season, so... And if you do get pushed into pit road, then don't panic. Just gonna have to hit that exit limiter twice, probably. And we got Dale Earnhardt on pit road. This road is really, really narrow. Oh my God. I've seen mountain roads in India that are wider than this. So Kane is gonna choose that far end pit stall. A lot of his compatriots back there have kind of just they've chosen the rear, like the first pit stalls. So that's a very interesting choice of stall there for that KVAC Dodge Ram. But here they go, gonna run out of, oh, he's gonna take the lead out of pit road, 16 second. And Narrows Arrows, they will be starting in second. It's okay, just hit that hit that limiter twice. Okay, just if you know your speed is broken, then just hit that end limiter twice. It should fix it. In fact, I'd probably caution you guys to do it anyway, just in case. But that's up to you. I mean, and Kane once again going AFK. Not a great spot to do so. But I'm probably just gonna have him. I'll probably just have him. What the hell? I hear thumping. Oh, my grandma's into the closet. That's what's going on. Anyway. Yeah, so Kane's going to merge when he comes back. So the runoff is going to put us at lap 14. Or lap 15. I apologize. Which means we are going to be almost a quarter of the way through this race already. And considering the only caution is the only reason why the caution came out is okay, can we please figure out what we're doing here? There's There's one lane, or like there's a place on the bottom. So Yanov, I want you to take third, okay? 26, you're going to take that 43 spot up on the top side. 27, you're going to move to the bottom. Sweet Star, you're going to be restarting on the top. 16 and 67 are going to stay exactly where they're at. No, it's not your bad. It's the idiots in the middle that didn't know that there was a gap there. So then Sweet Star's going to go to the top side. 27's going to be behind the 43. So 76 will be behind the 26. Did I say... I didn't say 67. I said 76. Okay, whatever. No, this is fine, actually. It's fine. It's fine. I said stay where you guys are. You 16 and 67. I didn't tell you guys to reshuffle. So, anyway. Whatever, we're good. It's fine. It's not going to matter because you guys are going to wreck in the first corner anyway. Green flag back in the air here in Dover. And the banking causing a bit of a stir up at the 67. Uses it to her advantage. Narrows arrow, struggles into the corner. And Michelina, your points leader, currently up into the lead here. Michelina got to where she was because of her because of 5 wins and 2 poles, which amounted to 27 bonus points coming into this game, or into this race. And you could probably expect these guys to pit again at somewhere around lap 40 is my prediction. So they will have to pit again. However, their next pit after, or if they pit on or after lap 36, I want to say, they should be good to the end of the race, but that's not a guarantee. Yanov into the outside wall. It's got a little bit of contact off of shoot, miss, kill. And the Afrikaner are going to go to the top side of the racetrack. He's there side by side with the 43. And honestly, in this series, it's kind of challenged every... Yes, Kane, you can merge to last. I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, you can merge to last. When they come back around, just get ready. Just don't LePage the field is all I ask. So I'm going to be watching here on the merge. And then I'll change Kane's laps once he rejoins the pack here. So get in behind the 76. You'll probably make up that time lickety-split, honestly. Okay, you're good now. You're good. You're all good. Up to racing speed whenever you can. Oh, my good lord. And immediately gets a legal position there. Oh, we got almost 3 wide up there toward the front of the pack. Trying to switch to the right camera. Michelina in the middle. Yanov on the bottom. Shoot, miss, kill was there on the top. He'll switch over to the bottom. Gets a big run out of the corner. And he knows exactly where the braking points are. Oh, we got problems. Michelina still green. Oh, caution. Well, it was going to be green at the 43. Was able to maintain the straightness there, but unfortunately... Oh, there was a... Oh, it was a... Oh, I see. Screen freeze. So the lag monster strikes again. Pit road is closed. This will be the second caution of the afternoon. So pit road, like we said, pit road is closed. Glenn joined. I think he's just here to see what's going on. Check our live stream. Wow, only one person's watching. Color me shocked. Anyway, not like I really care that much, but... So yeah. Shoot, miss, kill if you're the leader. You get to choose if you want to be on the bottom or the top on the restart. Alright, well, if you want to get on the bottom, then do it. Just get up in front of the 26. Banking, actually, I don't think has been that big of an issue today. At least not from what I've been able to see. Well, then you guys are doing a good job of masking it. Okay. Second caution of the day. First one came out because Kane had some internet gremlins. And green flag back in the air. I guess next restart we'll have bottom lane on the black apron, but the guys got to move up by the time that pit road ends. So it's just it went single file in one corner. I guess that's just Dover in a nutshell. But now they're starting. They're actually, the racing has not been that bad at all. We've seen guys go side by side so many times today. And even without side draft in these trucks, they've been able to maintain their momentum through the corner a ton. And look at Marcel, dives to the inside, steals third away from the 16. And it'll be 3 wide for third place contact. The two Medic Racing Team trucks get into it, Michelina and Narrow's Arrows. Narrow on the bottom. They're going to try to get by. And we have somebody jump out of their car. Caution's out. Just race back to the line. That was not the race back. That was not the race back. Continue the lap. Caution came out after they had crossed the line. So that was Sweet Star that jumped out of her car. Or disconnected. She disconnected. That's it. That's actually what happened. She disconnected. Okay. And then Yanov is dead. Or not Yanov, but shoot, miss, kill. I'm checking general. Oh, Sweet Star's game crashed. Well, I mean, that's basically the same thing. Disconnected, game crashed, whatever. And, Alex is in general VC for some reason. So pit road's still closed, by the way. Unless you guys are, like, critically low, like below 20%. So Sweet Star had a bit of an oopsie. And from the looks of things, she's also not in VC. So something definitely went very bloody wrong. So did she join back yet or no? Michelin, that's not entirely true. I mean, we still got like 4 races. Besides, if she does end up DNFing here, then that will still credit her with 7th place points. So, I mean, that's still good points. It's not much, but considering her cushion, that might actually help out a little bit. Wolf Day is in a serious bit of trouble, though, with her total, because she only had 1 point extra coming into this race. So she's going to be way behind. Declan's probably going to be still in decent shape, but... Okay, I think we're all ready to... Wait, no, is her truck still there? Is her truck still on the racetrack, or is it gone? Yep, it's still there. Oh, I can see it off in the distance there. So we're just going to delete her truck. And then we'll be ready to go. So I don't know if Sweet Star's DNFing or not, but she's got until lap... oh, God. Okay. So if she can't join back before lap 30 or lap 31 starts, then we're going to have to consider her a DNF. So green flag back of the air here in Dover. I'm not going to bother changing laps. Screw it. We don't... actually, you know what? Yeah, whatever. Oh, big problems. The 16 just was right there on the quarter panel of the 27. So lucky that wreck was not worse than it was. Still green, obviously. 4 wide for the lead. Good God, guys. I understand it's overdrive, but, like, why are we going this hard? On the bottom, single file, a bit of a choo-choo train. And look at that. Kane rockets up to first place. The fastest truck all day. Qualified second. On race pace, he's been the best so far. They just keep rubber banding here. A lot of guys, like, we're seeing a lot of 3 wide action in the corners here. 1 lap to go until halfway, until the server is locked for the rest of this race. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. 26 gets turned around. 1 car incident, still green. And we have a terrorist. I am definitely inclined to say that was Michelina's fault there. So 1 out of 3 to the 67 of Michelina for that incident. Just looked like she just ran right through him like a track meet. Or them. Or no, who was it? No, it was not Narrows, so I don't have to say that. Well, shoot, Marcel. Yeah, who cares? He's Brazilian. I'm just joking. Actually, I don't know if that was the 67. We'll look back at that. Definitely have to look back at it. Because I was watching the incident. So I got it on film. So under review, currently under review. Might not have been the 67. Right now it's single file, so I have a bit of breathing room, but we are gonna have to server lock here. So shit. I feel bad for Sweet Star, but unfortunately, past halfway, so unfortunately we're going to... I know, but it's lap 33. Hold on. Okay, upon further inspection, we're gonna take that. It's just a bit of a race. If anything, the 27 probably did something there, but we're gonna take the 1 out of 3 off. It was a racing incident. Everything's all good. I don't know how we're single file right now, but we are. So we're gonna credit Sweet Star with the 7th place points. Ha! Oh, I'm dying. So lap 35 out of 60. We do have a little bit of a battle starting to shape up here as the 43 and the 67 currently looking at each other for the position. Right now, Yanov into 3rd place. Michelina into 4th. The person closest to them there is Narrows Arrows, but they're a little further back. They're going to have to try and get some draft off that 43. To even have a remote shot at that 67, but 43 running his line very well. Michelina still kind of struggling there a little bit. But Kane just complete domination here to start off the second half of this race. And this is about as Dover as it can get. This is just kind of a choo-choo train right now. So the 80, I'm just watching, keeping an eye on some track happenings here. Yeah, I think it's safe to say Marcel's going to need a caution to come out, but he might get his wish here. 67 to 43, and though 67 had to back off a lot there, just killing any run she had there. And Yanov running that top side a little bit. He's kind of running top middle, transitioning as he gets into the front stretch there. He hits the wall. That's going to give Michelina a little bit of an opportunity here. First race of Overdrive. Everybody's trying to get in a good position to better their championship chances. Yanov running the middle of the track here. And also trying to get up there as well. We can see Nero's arrow. Oh! Into the pits! I don't know if she intended for that. Shoot, miss, kill, runs out of battery, cautions out. What? Are you sure it's your battery and not like... Oh, you have two... Oh. So what are you on right now? What are you on right now? Alright, well, never mind. Alright, well, if you ran out of battery there, remember, you ran into this during the cup race, so you are DNF'd. Okay? You are DNF'd. You ran out of battery under green, that's why we called out the yellow. So, yeah. I know, Nero, I know. And if you guys ran out of battery after the yellow came out, then you're good. So... It doesn't matter if everybody would have ran out of battery. You still ran out of battery under green. We ran through this in the cup race, and I'm not going to do it with you today. If you want to argue about it, then I'll just fucking kick you from the game. And then I'll hand you out a suspension. How about that? Because we've already gone through this once already. God, you guys piss me off sometimes. Pit road, I think it should be pretty obvious, but pit road's open. And considering how you guys are on battery, I would recommend that you I would recommend that you pit. 16 and 26. Oh no, 16 pitted already, didn't they? So they might be all good on battery. So we're down to 5 drivers. Wow. Okay. The countdown's for the pits. Narrows and Marcel will be on the lead lap. I don't know what happened there. I assume they ran out of battery. Oh, you missed pit entry. Oh. So the first stops here under yellow, and we are going to go back out onto the track. 43 is going to lead them out of pit road, followed by the 80, and then the 67. Oh. Remember, if you were bumped, Make sure you hit that yellow line there twice. That should fix your speed. Yeah, they're not. I think they were only lapped because they were... Yeah. Just because the board says they're a lap down doesn't mean they were. Or that they were lapped, sorry. I'm sleep deprived. I've been up for a while. Sorry. Oh, the board changed. We're down to our final 17 laps. Change, blend. Wow, we started with 7, we're now down to 5. So this is about to be the lamest race in history. Did not expect the trucks of all series to be low on drivers, but... Oh, and Kane has a horrible restart. Green flag back in the air. Remember, do not pass under the black. I'm going to say Kane give up the spot there to the... Kane, give up your spot to the 16. Good, you're good now. You're good. You're all good. All good. Made it explicitly clear you guys have until the pit exit to try and get up onto the concrete. 16 laps to go here in the truck race here in Dover. The battle for the crab. And then you get a free t-shirt in Victory Lane that says, I got crabs at Dover Motor Speedway. And look at Michelina up into the lead of the race. Yanov second, Kane third. What a race this has been. At least, well, it was a bit of a dry start to the second half of the race, but caution comes out. They all did good on the restart. I think I panicked a couple people when I said that. I do apologize. We are still green. Still green. There's been no contact yet. I knew when I said the C word that it would probably cause some hairs to raise. 14 laps to go. We are into the final quadrant of this race. Yanov just being a terrorist to the 67 there. Verbal warn to the 43. Just doing his inner George Russell. And Michelina trying to get by the 26. Marcel, the only Dodge in the, or I guess the only Ram in the field. Crazy to think that Ram's going to be making their debut in the Craftsman Truck, well, I mean, their return to the Craftsman Truck Series in literally 2 months. That's going to be freaking crazy. I can't believe it's already almost NASCAR season again. I'm so excited. Anyway, battle for third between Michelina and Marcel, the two international drivers. Michelina from Poland, Marcel from Brazil. One of 2 Brazilians in the field here today. And 26 going to get the massive run out of the corner. He'll defend third place. And Yanov trying to get his way up into first place, but he's losing a little bit of time. He's got a big shot to win this race. But Kane, after shoot, miss, kill, ran out of battery because of the same crap that did him in the last race for the Cup Series. Remember, he ran out of battery last weekend in the Cup race because of poor battery management. Just did not pay attention to his battery level. Really did him in there. Hopefully he doesn't run into that same issue in the Cup race if he chooses to race today. But right now, Yanov, the highest placing overdrive driver at the present moment. Shoot, Miss, Kill, and Sweet Star, who are also overdrive drivers, they DNF. Sweet Star had a big issue with her device, caused her to DNF from this race. She tried to join, but it was too late. And then also a DNF from Shoot, Miss, Kill because he ran out of battery under green. If you run out of battery under yellow, you're allowed to continue racing, but if it's under green, then that is going to be a DNF. And we've unfortunately ran into that issue with him last week in the Cup race. Unfortunately, just hasn't learned his lesson. But he should still be in good contention for the championship, and look at how far away Kane is. A non-championship driver in the truck series. You can see the red stripes on the back of his truck. He is not collecting points in the truck series. Well, there's a temporary scheme. We'll try to have one out for him next week. But even then, that's going to be the red stripes on the back of his truck because he is a Cup driver. He's collecting Cup points. Currently in the hunt for Cup overdrive. Well, actually, no, he's not. No, he's not, actually. And that's also a bit of a notification to everybody as well. The Cup Series, all 5 overdrive spots are pretty much all but locked in. So that's unfortunate. We had a couple of people clinch last week in the Cup race there. But still extra points, a little bit of consolation points on the table here. 7 laps to go in the truck race. The first round of overdrive to propel these guys into the hunt for the championship. And right now, Yanov, the highest placed overdrive driver. Currently looking at your live points. Yanov would currently, if he finished where he's at right now, he is going to be looking at somewhere around the ballpark of 1,024 points. Oh, Michelina into the wall. And she's going to drop 2 positions here, dropping like a hot rock. Look at the 16 and the 26 also going at it here, side by side. 5 laps to go here in Delaware, here at Dover Motor Speedway. And looks like Kane is going to go. He's going to go eating some seafood tonight. That crab trophy is about 4 miles away, or 4 1/4. And we got 3 wide in the back for. I want to say that's going to be 3rd place. And again, a lot of these guys just trying to get that point, trying to get their points sorted out here. Like Michelina and Yanov, these 2 are trying to get a better cushion. Yanov is not going to time Michelina unless he wins, but it's still, you want to get that out of the way early. Dover's going to be an important race, and then our next. Oh, we got trouble! Into the wall! Caution's out! Do another lap, do another lap, do another lap. We're going to be restarting under overtime, and a screen freeze looks to be the culprit. Michelina again running into some freezes. I don't know what's going on with that number 67 Toyota today. And she caught the pit limiter. So that means she's just going to have to just run her truck through the line there just real quick. Oh, and Yanov comes in and gives her an ass pack of the century. And we are heading into Hankook overtime. So this is going to be interesting. And what a finish this could turn out to be. Pit road is open, by the way. You're Hungarian. I thought Yanov said you were from Brazil. I'm sorry. Pit road is open. Oh. Yanov, you lied to me. Alright, we only have one person pitting. That is Narrow's Arrows. Oh, Selbit is the one. Well, they're on the same team. I apologize. Yeah, that's probably where I got it from. Because they're on the same truck team. Well, I'm sorry about that. So by the way, Narrows, you can just drive through the stalls. You don't have to stop. Just drive through the stalls and get your battery recharged. Blanco do Brasil. Yeah, that might have caused. Yeah, that might have caused a ton of confusion. I was thinking the entire time he was Brazilian. Yep. Well, Kane, you can still win. Just need to get a good restart here. Well, I know he is. Yeah, that's... Where have those guys been, anyway? They have not shown up to any races in, like, a long time. I can't remember... I couldn't tell you the last time Selbit showed up. Alright. We're heading into overtime. Attempt 1 out of 3. You get 2 attempts at a 2-lap shootout. If caution comes out on the second attempt, we go to a 1-lap shootout. Once you cross the line, white flag is displayed. No cautions on the final lap. Checkered flag will be the one that ends the race. Are we all clear on that? Alright, let's go. Probably the simplest thing that we have about this series. Green flag back in the air here in Dover. Overtime. And we got problems in the back. Something's wrong with Narrow's Arrows. I don't think they were ready. Too late now. They're already on the backstretch. And it's looking like we might go into our white flag here without much real interference, and it looks like we will, as long as they keep it there. Yep. 1 lap to go, presented by Hankook. Kane will come by to take the white flag. Yanov, one more hard charge. He's got to hope that Kane makes a big mistake. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Got a battle shaping up for third. Yanov with one last chance into the corner. And it's looking like Kane's going to hold on off of turn number 4. He's already won 1 race. It was at another concrete track at Bristol. And he'll win at Dover. Kane, 2 out of 3 on the concrete racetracks here at the Truck Series. Man, he's just so lethal in a truck on a concrete racetrack. He won at Bristol earlier on in the season here. That was actually just literally like 3 weeks ago. And now he wins here at Dover, another concrete track. It's a little bit more than half a mile bigger this time. I'd like to remind you that this victory is fueled by the same people that fuel you. Victory's First Stop is presented by Maverik. Adventures First Stop. That was about as smooth as I've ever done that little tidbit there. And look at Kane. Gets the win in overdrive, a non-overdrive, or a non-points driver, period. He's full-time in the Cup Series. And he has to race here again later tonight. He'll be hopefully showing up for the Cup race later this evening. For the Long John Silver's 200, which will be the Cup Series regular season finale. And Kane will get to eat the crab here today in Delaware. Here at Dover Motor Speedway. And into Hankook victory lane for the second time in his ERT career. Could have been 3 had he not done those heroics in Kansas recently, or not Kansas, but Michigan, yeah. There's no confetti on this victory lane, but that's okay. It was Kansas. Okay, well, yeah. And he'll get into Hankook victory lane the second time this season. Still has yet to get a Cup win, but sometimes those bushwhacking victories are a little bit sweeter. And he'll hopefully be with us later today in the Cup Series. And he gets to hoist the crab here in Dover. I think you get to hoist a lobster in New Hampshire. I think this is a little bit better. Crab tastes better, in my opinion. All right, let's do this. Victory Lane photo will be taken here in... I'm trying to find a good angle. This is a bit difficult. Oh, this is good. Right here. This is good. Okay. Taking the picture here in 3, 2, 1. Picture. And we get the Victory Lane photo here in Dover Motor Speedway. The crab with the trophy. Kane with his second Truck Series victory. Will he come back to Hankook Victory Lane in the Cup race today? You'll just have to find out. It's very unclear if it's going to be on Perez Sports Network or if it's going to be here on my personal YouTube channel again. Hoping it'll be on PSN. That's a little bit more stability, I guess. But this was supposed to be on PSN. Unfortunately, it's just kind of one of those situations, like, right? To be fair, the Truck Series is broadcasted on FS1 while the Cup Series is on Fox. So it's one of those situations, right? Anyway, enough yapping. That's going to be it from our coverage here in Dover for the Maverik E-Truck Series. And Kane gets the crab here in Dover, Delaware, across the street from Delaware State University. The Long John Silver's 200 will be coming up for the Hankook E-Cup Series later this afternoon. Coverage will start at approximately 5:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 p.m. Central, 3:15 p.m. Mountain Time. That being said, that's going to do it for our coverage here of the Maverik E-Truck Series here on the Nick the Rabbit YouTube channel. Of course, you should definitely subscribe to me, but you should also subscribe to the Perez Sports Network. They're our main broadcaster for the most part. If you'd like to get in on the action, the link is in the description to join us here in the Electric Racing Tour. We're getting close to the end of our 4th season. Our 5th season will be starting in 2026, so we're very excited for that. With that being said, that's going to do it here. We'll have you ready for the Cup race later today. Kane gets it done here in Dover, and as always, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, and you know there will be a next time, have a good one. Kane wins at Dover Motor Speedway.